Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Arabic Khatawaat. In this video, we're going to cover Arabic prepositions using ila as one of the preposition and then min. We have additional words like li and en, and all of these mean the word to in English. We're going to look at different sentences both in English and Arabic. That way we can see where to place each one of them. This video will include a practice section, so stay connected. The sentences we have are أريد أن أجلس لأستريح. أريد أن أجلس لأستريح. All of the highlighted words, Arabic words, in the Arabic script, all of them mean the same exact thing in English, which is to. But again, it depends on the context. What are you trying to say and who is saying it and how many action verbs you have in the sentence? Let's look at the Arabic script only. The first sentence we have is أريد أن أجلس لأستريح. أريد أن أجلس لأستريح. You can see here that we have three different verbs, but en and li, both of them mean to. Let's write it down. أريد, I want. أريد أن, I want to. أجلس, to sit. لأستريح, in order to. So the first one would be one verb, as you can see, and then the second verb. Both of them are connected using to, meaning an in Arabic. So the first action, I want what? I want to sit. Why? So here you're saying I want what? You're answering what? By placing a second verb, the verb sit. Then you're responding to the reason why you are sitting or you want to sit, in order to rest. And here you have the third verb. The way you connect all of these three verbs together in one sentence is by placing li when you add the third verb. أريد أن أجلس لأستريح. You could say, I want to have coffee to drink. I want to go to school to study. In similar sentences, you'll be using to in English, but in Arabic, you will have to use en between the two verbs, the two first verbs, and then li, which responds to the cause or to the answer of why. In Arabic, we refer to it as لماذا. Even in the word why, as you can see here, لماذا, we have lam, li. To what? And then ماذا literally means what. But together, this word لماذا, it would mean why. لماذا. Why do you want to sit down? لماذا تريد أن تستريح? And you can switch this sentence to make it more of a question. That way, when you are practicing in order to or to do something, you know how to place la. So I'll say the question again. Why do you want to sit down? لماذا تريد أن تجلس? You would respond by saying أريد أن أجلس لأستريح. أريد أن أجلس لأستريح. أريد أن أجلس لأدرس. I want to sit to study. أريد أن أجلس لأشرب قهوتي. I want to sit down to drink my coffee. So you have multiple choices to explain or to justify your willingness to sit down or your willingness to rest. And you could just say أريد أن أستريح. I want to rest. And you can switch. I want to rest. The second example, we have اقترب إلى البيت. اقترب إلى البيت. اقترب إلى البيت. He got closer to the house. إلى. إلى. إلى is a preposition of place. You usually use إلى when you're trying to indicate direction, or more of like a space. Getting closer to the house. So that's direction. I am getting closer to the house. أنا أقترب إلى البيت. And in some cases you would hear من البيت. From. أقترب من البيت. Here we have اقترب. اقترب. He got closer. اقترب إلى البيت. اقترب من البيت. You would also hear this. اقترب من البيت. You can say something like he got closer to the answer. اقترب من الجواب. اقترب من الجواب. He got closer from or to الجواب, the answer. The third example, اقترب منه. اقترب منه. He got closer to him. منه. Why? See the exact similar example we use here answering why. لماذا? Why do you want to sit down? I want to sit down to rest. أريد أن أجلس لأستريح. In this example, why are you getting closer to the person? لي. There is a reason. ليصاحبه. To befriend him. To befriend, which is a verb. ليصاحبه. And the who here is him. اقترب منه ليصاحبه. You could say something like, he got closer to him to ask him a question, to befriend him, to give him something. So اقترب منه ليعطيه. To give something would be ليعطيه. ليعطيه. To give him something. ليعطيه شيء. So any time or in any occasion you see li plus a verb, like we said here, plus a verb, you're answering the question why. You're answering the question why. In other cases, you might find li, and this one could be used actually in two different meanings. Li as li عندي, and let's say here li as عندي I have, and li for. Examples with both of them, I could say something like li أخ. li أخ, I have a brother, and I'm using the one with long ya. li أخ. li أخ. But if I'm saying li for, this book is for my brother. In the first example, I said, I have a brother. لي أخ. This book is for my brother. هذا الكتاب لأخي. لأخي. So if you're looking even at one letter in Arabic, which is really amazing how rich the Arabic language is, and also how interpretation of certain texts could be quite confusing. You have to be very careful with why is li is used and what its place is in the sentence. So li could have actually three different meanings. It could be used with possession, like I have, and it could be used to mean for someone. It belongs to someone. Then the third meaning would be to do something, reason. So having, ownership, and also reason. Let's look at the fourth example, and this will come a lot clearer as you are exposed to more Arabic text. The fourth example is اقتربت إليه. اقتربت إليه. I got closer to him. Let me clear it. That way we can have more space. So we said the first one is أريد أن أجلس, and we'll have the second part of the video with all the English translation. So just stay connected to understand how إلى, لي, and من are used in these sentences. So now we are in our fourth example. اقتربت, I got closer, it's all in the past. اقتربت إليه, got closer to him, meaning I am sharing or getting closer to his space. Like I was saying earlier, إلى is preposition of place. So when you use it, you're sharing either the same space, or you're getting closer to someone, or you're going towards something. اقتربت إليه. Why? لأسمعه. لأسمعه. لي answers the question why. لماذا? To hear him well. I got closer to him to hear him well. اقتربت إليه لأسمعه جيدا. اقتربت إليه لأسمعه جيدا. The fourth example would be, the fifth example would be اقتربت من الراديو. اقتربت من الراديو. I got closer to the radio. We used min as an example also to share information about how close you are to someone, or how close you are to his space, or how close you are to an object. And the object we're using here in this example that I'm highlighting is house. And you could say, he is getting closer to the house, I am getting closer to the house, and you would still use إلى and min in those examples. So I'm using min in this case. اقتربت من الراديو. I got closer to the radio. Why? لأستمع, to listen. للخطاب, to the speech. I got closer, it's the past. I got closer to the radio to listen to the speech, to listen. As you can see in these two sentences, the fourth one and the fifth one, what I have is two different verbs that look quite similar, but they have two different synonyms. I have سمع, and I have استمع. Look at the number of letters. This is a third letter verb, سمع, but this one is like, it has an alif. 1 2 3 4 5 is a 5-letter verb. The meaning of these verbs would be to hear. The first one, أسمع, hear. But أستمع, I'll write the verb here. أسمع, I hear. أستمع, I listen. أستمع. In examples where you would hear the verb أسمع, it's like you're hearing a voice. أسمع صوت, I hear a voice. أسمع صوت. But when you're saying listen, there is more attention. And this would be أسمع. So we said the first one, أسمع صوت. The second one would be أستمع إلى radio, to the radio. I listen to the radio. There is more attention. Or you could say I listen to music. إلى الموسيقى. أستمع إلى الموسيقى. أستمع للخطاب, speech للخطاب. So you have these examples. The sixth sentence, لا أسمعك. And here I'm using the verb here. لا أسمعك. I don't hear you well. جيدا. لا أسمعك جيدا. لا أسمعك جيدا. لحظة. Just a moment. لحظة. لحظة. One moment or a minute or wait. سأقترب. سأقترب. I will get closer. منك. To you. And the ka here means you, masculine. سأقترب منك قليلا. I'll get closer to you. A little closer to you. سأقترب منك قليلا. So let's clear this and just make sure we're looking at the examples again and reading them. Learn and relearn. Learn and relearn. If you're exposed to Arabic texts, don't make it one-time exposure. Try to look at the same text over and over. That way you retain the new vocabulary. To ensure that you retain words or vocab, learn and relearn. So let's keep going. The seventh example we have أنوي. I intend. أنوي أن أسافر. أنوي أن أسافر. I intend to travel. أنوي أن أسافر. هذا. This. And I'm using this masculine. أنوي أن أسافر هذا الصيف. This summer. And because summer is a masculine word, I'm using this masculine. Why are you intending? Intend, or you have the intention to do something. Why are you intending to travel this summer? لماذا تنوي أن تسافر هذا الصيف? So this sentence could be used to form a question and at the same time to learn how to use أن and لي to respond to that question. لماذا تنوي أن تسافر هذا الصيف? Why do you intend to travel this summer? And this would be the answer. لأرى, to see. And here there is that small little alif to indicate that this is long vowel, alif maqsura. لأرى, لأرى, to see, or in order to see. والدتي, والدتي. لأرى والدتي, in order to see my mother. So I'm going to read them all together one more time, then we'll look at the English translation and then have our practice. أريد أن أجلس لأستريح. أريد أن أجلس لأستريح. اقترب إلى البيت أو اقترب من البيت. اقترب إلى البيت أو اقترب من البيت. اقترب منه. اقترب منه ليصاحبه. اقترب منه ليصاحبه. اقتربت إليه. اقتربت إليه لأسمعه. اقتربت إليه لأسمعه جيدا. اقتربت من الراديو لأستمع للخطاب. اقتربت من الراديو لأستمع للخطاب. لا أسمعك جيدا. لا أسمعك جيدا. لحظة. سأقترب منك قليلا. لحظة. سأقترب منك قليلا. أنوي أن أسافر. أنوي أن أسافر هذا الصيف لأرى والدتي. أنوي أن أسافر هذا الصيف لأرى والدتي. Let's look at the English translation. So all of these sentences, they mean I want to sit down to rest. أريد أن أجلس لأستريح. He got close to home. اقترب إلى البيت أو من البيت. I got closer to him to be friends. اقتربت إليه لأصاحبه. أو he got closer to him to be friends. So in the example we have in Arabic is اقترب. He got closer to him. I got closer to him to hear him well. اقتربت إليه لأسمعه جيدا. I moved closer to the radio to listen to the speech. اقتربت من الراديو لأستمع للخطاب. I don't hear you very well. Wait, I'll get a little closer to you. لا أسمعك جيدا. لحظة, سأقترب منك قليلا. And the last sentence we have, I intend to travel this summer to see my mother. أنوي أن أسافر هذا الصيف لأرى والدتي. See how rich the Arabic language is when it comes to being very specific. What words, especially the short words, the prepositions, the indicators of place and time, these would be all referred to in English as to. And when I'm saying to, I'm only referring to short English words, because there are other, of course, transitional phrases and English words that would mean to, like in order to, for this reason, and other phrases. But referring to the English word to, we have also short Arabic words like ila, li, and women. Now let's do our practice. Can you tell the difference? Which one means you are going to a place, towards a place? Which one would mean that you are getting closer to a person in order to, there is a reason? And then which one has about 3 different verbs? The first ones are closer, connected with one preposition or one short Arabic word. Let's call it one short Arabic word. And then we have one single letter in Arabic that has a deep meaning. So can you tell the difference? Now that we looked at it for a little bit, let's highlight a few things to get another practice. So أراد, he wanted. أراد أن يجلس. What we learned earlier is that you have 2 verbs. The first verbs are always connected. It's like double action. They're connected by using n, and n must have sukun. There are other forms of n, and there is anna with shadda and fatha. That's a whole different meaning. It's never closer to the meaning of this one. So أراد أن يجلس. N is used between 2 verbs. The third action is connected to the first 2 verbs by li, and li always responds to the question why. لماذا? لماذا? That's our first example. The second example, we have إلى as a preposition of place. إلى. And إلى is used for direction and also to share the same space as a person, like you're getting closer to him because you want to hear him. So اقترب إلى البيت. The last example we have اقترب منه. This verb right here, getting closer to someone, and you're using min, there is another reason for you, and it's more of like an emotional reason where you want to be his friend. اقترب منه. you're being kind to him, you're being welcoming. So that would be اقترب منه, more of like approaching someone kindly. Why? ليصاحبه. And you could just say اقتربت منه. If the conversation is clear about the intention of being closer to someone as a friend, you could just complete the conversation and the interaction by stating only this phrase, and you say اقتربت منه قليلا. I got closer to him. اقتربنا من بعضنا البعض. We got closer to one another. من بعضنا البعض. من بعضنا البعض. من بعضنا البعض. جميل. The other one we have is this practice. Now take your time to look at all of these sentences that we studied in this session or in this video and try to determine which one do we place in the first sentence, which one do we place, or which ones in the first sentence, which ones do we place in the second, in the third, and in the fourth sentence, in the fifth, in the sixth, and in the seventh example. The way to respond is just enter your Arabic transliteration. If you don't have Arabic keyboard, you can just put the Arabic transliteration. And the way you would transliterate إلى is just like this, for example. إلى من لي وأن. So you could go like number 1, which ones does it have? And you can state. Number 2, which one? And enter all of your answers as one entry in the chat box or in the comment section. That way we can look at your answers and determine the correct answer afterwards. So let's take about a minute or two to figure out which one we're going to place in these sentences. And this is a practice section. So let's see how many of you got their answers in the comment section. Or how many of you have entered their answers in the live chat. All right, so now what we're going to do is we will be giving out the answers. And I will try to read first, then enter the final answer. Let's begin. أريد أن أجلس لأستريح. أريد أن أجلس لأستريح. اقترب من البيت. اقترب من البيت. أو اقترب إلى البيت. اقترب منه ليصاحبه. اقترب منه ليصاحبه. اقتربت منه لأسمعه جيدا، أو اقتربت إليه لأسمعه جيدا. اقتربت إليه لأسمعه جيدا. اقتربت من الراديو لأستمع للخطاب. اقتربت من الراديو لأستمع للخطاب. لا أسمعك جيدا. لحظة، سأقترب منك قليلا. أنوي أن أسافر هذا الصيف. أنوي أن أسافر هذا الصيف لأرى والدتي. So the first example أريد أن أجلس لأستريح. لام. اقترب إلى or من البيت. اقترب منه got closer to him. Why? ليصاحبه to be his friend or to befriend him. 4 اقتربت منه أو we could say إليه because we use them both to talk about space. إليه لأسمعه. Why? To hear him well. 5 اقتربت من الراديو لأستمع للخطاب. لأستمع للخطاب. And when we write لام and ألف we cross them like this. لأستمع للخطاب. لأستمع للخطاب. So we have لي and then لي over here and then لي ولي. لأستمع للخطاب. لا أسمعك جيدا. لحظة، سأقترب منك. عفوا، سأقترب منك. منك. سأقترب منك قليلا. أنوي أن أسافر هذا الصيف. Why? لأرى. So as you can see, I will rewrite these over here. We have أن and لي. إلى or من. One of them would work there. Then we have من and لي. And then we have من and لي for number 4. We have من, لي, and لي. The 6th example, we have من. And then the 7th example, we have أن and لي. I hope that you enjoyed today's lesson, and if you could memorize a few verbs or at least take out 3 phrases that you learned from today's lesson and then practice how you can use إلى, لي, and من in your own examples. Thank you for joining today. ومع السلامة.